Hello and welcome to State of the Collection in December 2019. I wasn't sure that I was going to change much in my collection, but I seem to have got a bit carried away. This is the latest edition, a Rolex Explorer, which I made a separate video to. It's a GMT function Rolex with solid end links, and it's not dissimilar to the Rolex Submariner, although obviously it hasn't got the black bezel. It's oyster case and similar style bracelet. Obviously one has the GMT function and the other is designed for diving. You see it has the bigger crown, and there's 12 years between these watches. One was manufactured in 1990 and the other in 2002. Much of a muchness, but the solid end links on the newer one are a huge improvement in my opinion. And this is what a Rolex looks like from back in the day, a long time ago. This one was made in 1924. It's an extra prima, which is a manual wind 9-carat gold watch, and this one's my oldest, a 1921 Longines, again manual wind. This one has got an immaculate dial, the Rolex not so much, and it's always nice to have immaculate dials. This has got an offset seconds hand there at the bottom. The Rolex didn't have a third hand, it's just hours and minutes. Anyway, they're my oldest two watches, and this is a Seiko with a power reserve indicator, which I didn't buy that long ago. It's quite a nice one to wear. It's a nice enough looking watch. It also ticks a couple of boxes with the offset date. The power indicator, it's the only watch that I've got with a power indicator, and it also has an exhibition back, although it's not the most impressive movement in the world. At this price point you wouldn't expect it to be finished really well. The deployment clasp is quite a nice touch, and it's the kind of thing you can wear without worrying too much. Next on to the Omegas. I've shown that I had 3 Rolexes. I also have 3 Omegas, both quite well known models. Here we have the Omega Man on the Moon, which is the Speedmaster on the left, and a mid-size Seamaster on the right. The Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon is a manual wind chronograph, and the Seamaster is an automatic, which is waterproof. So again, similar comparison between the Rolexes, with one being designed as a diver's watch and the other having a different function, which is the chronograph. It's a bit of a disappointment really that the Speedmaster isn't waterproof. You have to be a little bit more careful. And this is the third Omega, which is a vintage one, 1966 Omega Patek Constellation, which is 14-carat gold watch. The buckle here isn't right, that's just a gold-plated buckle, but it's in keeping with the watch. And I do like the style of this watch with the Patek dial, and it contains a caliber 561 automatic movement, which is supposedly one of Omega's best movements. That one was a recent addition. I haven't made a video of it, so I should really do a separate video on that watch. This one is a watch I've always loved, the Cartier Pasha. Just think it's a beautiful design in 18-carat gold, this one, and there's not a lot to say about it really. It's a automatic movement and a pin buckle. Next on to this, which is my most complicated watch. It's an 18 karat white gold master calendar moon phase with the triple date on it, and it's got a deployant buckle, and it has an officer's back, which is an exhibition back covered by a hard cover which pops open like so, and the finishing on this is quite spectacular. It's a lovely watch. The only drawback on this watch is setting it up. To set this, you've got 3 pushes there. You've got a day, date, a pointer, a day, a month, a pointer date, and a moon phase, which needs setting, as well as the time. The fact that it's white gold, people just assume it's a steel watch. It doesn't look that special. It's classy, I think, and a work of art, really. And then you've got my Omega, my Audemars Royal Oak. This was the only watch that I bought new out of all of them. I bought this one in, I think, 2004. Yeah, 2004 I bought it in the Caribbean. They've made some changes on this since. This one hasn't got an exhibition back, and it's got a single deployant rather than a double deployant clasp, but it's got the nice blue tapisserie dial, and this is the mid-size 37mm, but it wears much bigger. It suits my wrist very nicely. It's a nice slim watch, very comfortable to wear, with an excellent bracelet on it. So that's a humdinger of a watch, in my opinion. And at the same time, I liked one of the rivals to that watch, which is the Overseas by Vacheron Constantin. This one's the chronograph, and it's an early model with the double date wheel at the 12 o'clock. They moved that date, and I don't like it so much. They did improve the bracelet slightly on these. The catch is good that it's got this extra clasp inside to make sure it can't fall open, and it's a solid bracelet, but they changed the design in the middle and they improved that. But the double date is superior, in my opinion, than having it a small date at 4 o'clock. And probably the highlight of my collection is Patek Philippe. This is a gondola 8111 in rose gold, and it doesn't get that much wrist time, but I always feel special when I put it on. It's got a nice weight to it. The only drawback is the large flat surfaces do show up fingerprints, so I've given it a wipe over there. A beautiful understated watch, nice pin buckle on a brown leather. So that's my basic collection at the moment. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do regarding the fact that they don't all fit in one box. I think maybe I'll make a second box, which would be just for vintage watches, and keep the main box to the modern ones. Thanks for watching.